on September the 16th, as Chinese President Xi Jinping visited a remote mountain village called Shazhou in central China's Hunan province. He told local residents, "I come here today to be educated." A story that took place here over 80 years ago was always kept on his mind. Back then, the Chinese Red Army just broke through the encirclement by the Kuomintang Army. The treacherous journey of the Long March began, and heavy attrition along the way took a toll on the troop. Just then, Xu Jiexiu, a countrywoman in Shazhou, offered to shelter 3 female Red Army soldiers to stay up for the night. Well aware that Xu's family was in short of daily necessities, the wary soldiers decided to share everything they had with the host on that freezing winter night.
当年3位女红军进入我曾祖母这间厢房的时候，看到这张简陋的床铺上只有一条赖棉絮与草蓑衣，于是3位女红军把她们身上唯一带的这条行军被打开来，与我曾祖母拇指合盖。
Upon the soldiers' departure, they cut their quilt in halves, leaving one part with Xu to help her get through the winter. Over all these years, Xu still held dear to the female soldiers' parting words that they would pay her a visit once the war was won. But they never returned, for the 3 soldiers lost their lives in the fight to lift the yoke on the Chinese people. Xi Jinping walked into the house where Xu's posterity lived. He was told that they had been lifted out of poverty and their lives are getting better and better.
习总书记亲自到我家里来，看到习总书记，心里是无法形容的，这个心里的一种感动。习总书记也问我现在生活怎么样，这几年有什么变化。我给总书记说，我们整个沙洲的变化，全村人民的生活变化是发生了翻天覆地的变化。我们都住上了小洋房。 以前红军给了我们那半条被子，现在党和政府给我们带来了幸福的日子。
Gone were the days when local households fell short of a quilt. But in that half of a quilt, Xi saw the original aspiration and founding mission of the CPC.
老人说，什么是共产党？共产党就是自己有一条被子。 也要剪下半条给老百姓的人，同人民风雨同舟，血脉相通，生死与共，是中国共产党和红军取得长征胜利的根本保证，也是我们战胜一切困难和风险的根本保证。
To Xi's belief, the Chinese people will never allow any individual or any force to separate the CPC from the Chinese people or counterpose the party to the Chinese people. And that belief is well founded on the efforts of tens of thousands of party members to spill their blood for the nation's liberation and safeguard people's well-being. The CPC has set the nation on a new path and changed the destiny for the Chinese people, from revolutionary wars to reform and opening up drive, from poverty alleviation to epidemic control. Battles have been fought and won by party members on the front lines. Huang Wenxiu was a postgraduate party member. She gave up the opportunities to work in big cities and returned to her hometown village, where she devoted herself to the cause of poverty alleviation. At the age of 30, Huang died on the road to answer local villagers' call for help in a mountain flood. Zhang Fuqing, a decorated war hero, deliberately kept his past achievements a secret for 60 years. He chose to work in a poverty-stricken county and led a simple life among the people. Zhang Dingyu, director of Wuhan Jinping Hospital, stuck to his post for months during the COVID-19 outbreak, despite his incurable disease and his hospitalized wife. It would be a long list if the names of all those devoted to people's interests are uttered. But they bear one same title: CPC members, They live among the people and for the people. The CPC members are committed to fighting for the people's welfare and the great rejuvenation of Chinese nation. Over the past century, the Communist Party of China, deeply rooted in the people and relying on the people, has been striding through all the challenges and secured one victory after another. It is their unwavering belief in the original aspiration and founding mission that made it happen. CPC is about to embrace its 100th birthday. The world's largest party reaffirms its original aspiration and is racing against time to lead the Chinese people to build a moderately prosperous society in all respects.
中国共产党之所以能够发展壮大，中国特色社会主义之所以能够不断前进，正是因为依靠了人民。中国共产党之所以能够得到人民拥护，中国特色社会主义之所以能够得到人民支持，也正是因为造福了人民。